And we are recording.
Awesome.
So hello, everyone. Today we are talking with Desmond Stearns, aka Digital Dezz.
Hey, there you go.
He's a film director, a video creator, and a photographer, and his work is amazing. And I even had the pleasure of being his assistant a few times.
You sure have. Okay, out the country too. Okay,
Out the country. Okay, Mexico, Arizona.
we're all.
Okay, so Desmond, so how did you get your start? So like, you're all of these things, director, video creator, photographer, like what was first? How did you get started?
Honestly, well, film and directing and all that kind of stuff, the whole digital world is something that I've always wanted to do. But my actual start probably came when I was working at a call center called Red Ventures, and I just really hated my job. I hated waking up every morning, going to that same place, and I would go in the car and call my bro Tevin and literally cry, call my mom and literally cry how much I hated this job. And I knew that there was something more for me. And I knew that it was entertainment because that's what I moved to Atlanta for. So being at that job really pushed me to go ahead and move over into entertainment. And so I worked for PSAV, which is an audio and visual company. And that's really how I got my feet wet into production.
Nice. I've definitely been on those jobs where I'm like crying in the car, like I cannot go in here another day.
Hey, it be like that sometimes.
Yes. So what are like your duties as a film director, creator, photographer? I know that is kind of maybe like a loaded question, but for the average person like me, we see all the nice content that you produce, but we never know like what actually goes into it.
Right. Well, I would say my main job and my main focus for each and every client I have is really connecting my clients with their audience. That's how I like to say it. So if you have a business, if you have a birthday, if you have a baby shower, if you have anything, your main goal is you want the people who are going to view your content to really connect with you and get to the understanding of who you are. Yeah. So I call myself like the bridge, like I connect my clients to their audience.
Nice.
Now, what it takes to get there, a whole bunch.
I can imagine there was a lot of training and learning that has to go into that. Because you said it was something you were always interested in, and you working at that job just kind of gave you that push to like really go for it. Nice. So you said you moved to Atlanta. Where are you from?
Originally, I am from New Jersey, but most people know me from North Carolina, Charlotte.
Okay, nice.
The majority of my life took place because I went to middle school, high school, and college in North Carolina.
Yeah. Okay, and so now you're in Atlanta, the entertainment capital. I know there's a lot of celebrities, brands, everything. So I did peek at your YouTube and I saw that you have worked with some big people. Can you tell me more about that? Like, who have you worked with, or brands, all of that?
Well, I worked on set and along with a lot of different people and companies. I worked with like Nordstrom, Boutique.
I love Nordstrom.
I worked with Latasha Wright. She's a makeup artist. She's really big. She does a lot of like housewives, their makeup and stuff like that. Nice. As far as celebrity-wise, that I've either worked with directly or worked alongside with, so they were at the same set and I was still supposed to film them. That's a plethora, which is very much a blessing. I'm like, about that. I'm talking about from Pretty V, Queen Naja, The Baby, 2 Chainz, Tokyo Vanity, Light Skin Keisha, Trina, Candy, Portia.
That's
Cardi B.
That's a long list.
All the Migos.
And that's like A-list celebrities there.
That's baby. That's what God has put me on this world to do. Okay.
I love it. And you are definitely living in your purpose, and I love it.
God, okay. That I honestly, yes, they're celebrities, but I really don't like. I knew I was supposed to be in the room with them, so it don't faze me, honestly.
Yeah. So who is somebody that you would like to work with that you haven't yet?
Woo, who would I like to work with? Man, that list is long as well. But I would say new generation wise, who I would want to work with, honestly, Issa Rae.
Oh, that is a good one.
I love her style. She's so real. She's so authentic.
Yes,
She just with
that's
who
what I love
she
about her.
is. You can see it in her films and the way that she talks to people. And it's just, I'm like, yo, I already know we're gonna connect. We're gonna connect
Yeah. Oh yeah.
on
So
the way.
also I am curious, you're pretty much behind the scenes. Do you ever have would you ever like to be in front of the scenes? Like would you ever act or anything like that?
Of course. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, of course. That's a part of the goal. I am an entertainer. I am an artist. So behind the camera is art, and in front of the camera is art too. So yeah, when I get to that level, or when I get to that point, I will go ahead
Right.
and prefer at being in front of the camera too. I think of myself like the Marvel movie guy who started all the Marvel movies. He's almost in
Yes.
every movie.
Yeah.
He has an appearance in all the movies. So of course I'm gonna have a role.
Okay. I love it. I can't wait
Yeah,
to see
I
the first
know.
the first film. Issa Rae is
Okay.
such a good one. Yes. And I can see y'all working together too. She is very real.
Yes, very.
Okay. So like what are some of the challenges that you face throughout your career?
Ooh, challenges. Those come up every time we shoot. Every
Really?
single time we shoot. I don't care how much I prepare, done pre-production, spoke with the client, got them to convey their vision over to me. Every time we shoot, it's going to be hiccups. And so that was one thing that I had to overcome and learn that it ain't gonna be smooth every time. I try
Mhm.
to prepare step by step by step, and it's still gonna be a hiccup.
Yes,
So
always gonna be something.
yeah, it's probably just the biggest that's the biggest thing I had to get over was understanding that there's always going to be a hiccup. Other than that, trying to really understand, trying to get client to understand their vision and convey it over to me. Because people have a vision that they have in their head, but it's hard for them to tell me what they're trying to do. And so I like to that's a very
That
difficult
is a
part,
challenge.
but that's probably to try to get them to see what are you actually saying that you want to do? Like, how can you really bring what's going on in here to life?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that is a challenge. I'm definitely that client where like I have these grand ideas in my head, and then when I'm telling someone, I'm like,
uh,
uh, well, it sounded better in my head. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to
okay, and I'll be like, no, just tell me what it is, and we can build off of that. Don't be shy. Just
say?
say.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yes. So, what is like a typical day or routine like for you?
Ooh, that can go. It's
Well,
different.
you say it's always changing. So, is there a such thing?
I would say there is sort of kind of a routine, but of course, on production day is different. Before production day, of course, making
Mhm.
sure we have mood boards, knowing what we're going into, knowing our shot list, charging all of our equipment. That's the night before, so that the day of the shoot is going smooth.
Yeah.
However, more of a routine day for me would be more like editing day or editing week, when I kind of like slow down with the clients. I don't really try to take too many clients during this
Right.
week. I have to get the product out now.
Yeah.
And that's usually about a 3-4 day of me doing kind of the same thing, waking up really early in the morning. I wake up around like 5 in the morning sometimes,
Oh
4 or
wow.
5. I start editing about lock in for about 2 hours. So from 4 to 6, I'll edit. Then I'll probably go to sleep, wake up, read my book, go to the gym, come back and edit again, because I have to have a
Gosh.
break to edit. Yeah, I got to, because I got to lock in. And then when I lock in, I got to leave the phone alone. Because you pick up that phone one time, they said one time during you're doing work, that's 20 minutes off. So I try to flip the phone over, lock in, get the stuff done, and then get off.
That is a fact. I actually have to start turning my phone off because it is really such a distraction.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
just don't want to be that person who keeps falling behind because I'm checking my phone. So
Right.
let me force myself. Like I go to the barbershop, I don't touch the phone. I start editing, I don't touch the phone. When I try to go out to eat with people, I try to flip my phone over because it's like
Exactly.
you get
Yes.
so disconnected when that phone goes. So
Yeah.
focus when it's time to work.
Oh yeah. So like how many clients do you normally take, I guess, a week or
A
I
month.
don't know, a month? Yeah.
A month time would probably be better because I don't have a set amount of how many I try to take. My main goal is qualifying my clients so that I'm finding the type of client I want.
Right.
I tell people all the time, I'm not trying to work hard. I ain't trying to be booked every day.
Okay. Work
Like,
smarter, not harder.
okay. Being booked every day is beautiful. And I like, it's cool. That's cool. But I got to be booked every day for the type of client I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want my business to maybe have around 5 to 7 shoots a month.
Okay.
And they're big shoots.
Yeah.
They're big shoots. So
Yeah.
these shoots we may do these 5 to 7 shoots. They may last us the next 3 months, but
Right.
how big the shoots are.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, nice. So what are your goals for the future? So like what's next for Digital Dezz? I mean, you're already doing big things now.
Thank you. But of course, continue to do big things, continue to give back to the community. My short-term goal, of course, is like more of a financial based driven goal.
Yeah.
So really analyzing our finances and figuring out how can we get to where we have our goal is. If our goal is making 50,000, 60,000 a month, how many clients do we need? And at what type of price do we need to meet that goal? That's my short-term. It's really focusing on getting our finances correct. My long-term goal is to open up a studio for people like me who didn't have a chance to be on a game show, to be a host for a TV show, to be the cameraman. Like I want to make a place where people can come, kind of like a Tyler Perry studio, but for the public, for people who are creative minds, to come in, have places where they can do photo shoots and video shoots without having to pay these extremely big prices. And they're trying to build up their portfolio. Like that's the long-term goal.
That's awesome.
For creatives.
Well, that's, you know what they say, it's like, I guess part of your legacy is also like, who have you helped or who have you made an impact or whose lives have you impacted? So yeah, I'm sure like, you know, all the up and coming aspiring artists, you would really appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. I would appreciate it. So I'm sure they have other ones out there. However,
but you know, it's like you kind of have to find your group too. It's like somebody may not like that particular person or thing. And so, you know, you would have something different. So
exactly. But yeah, that's me.
Nice. So how long has it taken you to perfect your craft? Like how long have you been at this?
I'm still perfecting my craft. I perfect it every night, every day. I literally wake up, eat, sleep, breathe. Sometimes like, what can I learn new? What can I see again to sharpen my mind for the next shoot so that I know a little bit more about lighting on this shoot than I did the last shoot. I know a little bit more about effects on this shoot. So every day I literally watch a YouTube video. I done read something.
Nice.
Instagram, watching filmmakers, like different tips. Every single day, I like drown myself into that. So I'm always perfecting my craft so that I'm always better. But it's taken years and it's going to continue to take years because there's going to be new things that I got to learn every time. So yeah.
I am literally listening to you though and taking notes. I'm like, dang, he is working so hard. He's waking up early, going to the gym. He's doing this and doing that. And I'm like, dang, I need to step it up.
No, we got to. I'm telling you. Okay.
Yeah. But that's why you are where you are, because you are really putting your all into it. So that's amazing.
I appreciate that.
Yes. So how can the people contact you? Instagram, social medias, website, where can we find you?
So I have made sure that it was very easy for everyone to find me, okay? It's not hard. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and you'll be able to put this in on like www. My Instagram is Desmond Stearns. My Facebook is Desmond Stearns. My website is DesmondStearns.com. So it's not hard.
They should have no issues finding you.
No issues, no issues. And through any of those links, my Facebook, Instagram, and the actual website, you'll be able to find the business website. I mean, the business Instagram.
Yeah.
The business website is the same link as my actual website. So if you went to everythingdigitalprod.com, it's the same thing as going to desmondstearns.com.
Nice, nice.
All tied together.
So you know what? There is actually one more question I didn't ask. We'll probably have to edit this. But how did you, I guess, get to this point where you are? Was it like working under somebody? Was it networking? Were you word of mouth? Like how did you end up working with these big clients?
All of the above.
Yeah.
When was like my first break?
Yes, your big break.
Okay, so I would probably say I had two first big breaks that really probably helped transcend my company from where it was to where it is now.
Yes.
My first one would probably be working under Bella the Experience, which is a great event planner company here in Atlanta. She does awesome work. It's her and my boy, it's her and my homie. They do awesome work together. They brought me in on Pretty V's party. And
nice. Yes.
That was probably when things started taking off. I got a lot of views once I had posted that party. Of course, those views turned into clients coming to see what I could do and then asking me for more. But then the second big break that probably helped push that even more, because I already had a little bit of celebrities under me then, but would be Queen Naja when I did her Christmas video and the pictures for that as well. Nice. Then they posted that on not only her YouTube, her Instagram, and her Shade Room, and the Shade Room, and that's what really like.
Oh, so yeah, you took off, definitely.
Yeah.
And I actually think that's when I first saw your YouTube, because I remember when I met you and you talked about everything you did, and I had no idea like you were at that level. I mean, you were already amazing, but when I looked at your YouTube and I saw Queen Naja and Cardi B, and I was like,
okay.
I was like, okay, Dezz.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
Yes, I love it.
Damn, that's it.
Yes. Okay.
Awesome.
Well, thank you for talking with me today. This was really informative, and I definitely learned something new, and you definitely motivated me that like I need to stay focused.
Stay focused. Keep your eyes on the goal, and don't worry about everybody else's race.
Oh yes, definitely. Everything on your own time.
Okay, for sure.
Yes. For sure. All right. Well, thank you, Desmond.
You're very welcome, Kiara. It was a pleasure being able to speak with you today.
Yes, a pleasure speaking with you as well.
Awesome.